Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a true honor and privilege to be addressing you tonight, the old boys of the school on top of the hill. No, the school on top of the world. There once was a figure, a giant of a man who passed away not too long ago. A man whose confidence and belief made one question the way they saw themselves. A man who believed he was the best and let nothing make him think otherwise. A man who spoke words that people thought were absurd and arrogant, even though they loved it. He is regarded as the king of trash talk. This giant is known as Muhammad Ali. Since this giant's passing, I've done extensive research on his life and read up on many of his famous quotes because of the way they make me feel. When I'm on duty in schoolhouse, which still remains the greatest house in the school, I read his quotes to the boys simply because I love the way they make the boys feel. Floyd Mayweather never lost a fight in his whole boxing career. 50 wins and 0 losses were his stats, an incredible feat. But if you had to ask me who was greater between Muhammad Ali and Floyd, the giant would be my answer. Ali never won every fight, but he still is the greatest boxer of all time because he made people believe it. He never doubted himself, didn't care what the critics had to say. He was the greatest in his eyes and persuaded so many others in the process. We're the greatest school in the world. No one can tell me otherwise. We haven't won every fight, but like Ali, we believe that we are the greatest, and in doing so, we have persuaded so many others into believing the same thing. That is why we are such a top institution to this day, because we attract people who want to be a part of something extraordinary and turn them into extraordinary people. Year after year, these extraordinary boys learn and portray what it means to be a true gentleman. Yes, as teak can scratch, so these boys can get it wrong sometimes. Character needs to be built through mistakes. Ali only became greater through his errors. We only become greater by making mistakes. We are believers. We don't walk alone. We back one another. And my goal as head prefect of this beloved institution is to make sure that the boys leave this place knowing that the following will flourish more than what the previous did. That my position is in a better place than how I found it. How do you remain the greatest school in the world? It's simple. You become greater. And that's the first step. We plant trees whose shade we will not sit under. This institution remains an unbreakable fortress. We remain an undefeatable army because every boy fights in his own unique way. I've modified 2 quotes by Ali so that they fit into my message. We've wrestled with alligators. We've tussled with whales. We've handcuffed lightning and thrown thunder in jail. We're the school on top of the world. If you ever dream of being better than us, you better wake up and apologize. Thank you.